In this video, I'm going to go over the best ways to prepare and practice for this season's tournaments. What's up guys, welcome to the 5th episode of Progression to Pro. This is a series where I show my progression as a player every week on the road to becoming a pro and share things I learned along the way to help you guys improve. Before I get into the video, I wanted to thank you guys for 400 subs on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Twitch. I really appreciate the support and I'm going to continue to improve my videos every week for you guys. If you want to support me further, you can use code HOWL in the item shop. Alright, the new season is finally here, and with that comes a lot of tournaments, which means plenty of opportunity to improve. Upcoming tournaments include Trio Cash Cups, Solo Cash Cups, Duo Cash Cups, and FNCS. There's also a bunch of Lightning and No Build Cups as well, but I'm only going to be focusing on the main tournaments for now. Each player has their own strengths and weaknesses, so practicing for tournaments vary between players, but I'll go over the best ways to practice in each of the 4 categories. The first category is mechanics. Having good mechanics could prevent you from taking unnecessary damage, allow you to survive longer in endgame, and can be the difference between winning and losing a fight. When working on your mechanics for tournaments, you don't need to focus on being super fast and flashy. The goal is to not mess up builds or edits that can cost you your game. The best ways to do this is by using Raider's mechanics map as well as free building. The drills that I find the most helpful are the edit timing section and the piece control tunnels. When running the edit timing drills, you want to minimize the amount of time between grabbing the edit and selecting the tile, pressing your edits and select key almost simultaneously. On the piece control tunnels, you want to build and edit through all the empty space, and you want to focus on keeping your momentum and consistently hitting all your edits. At first, you may find it difficult to edit through the entire tunnel without slowing down or messing up, and that's good because you want to practice things that you struggle with because it forces you to learn new skills and improve. If you run through the same easy drills every day, you aren't going to see any improvement because you aren't getting a challenge. Free building follows the same rule. If you're only doing builds you're comfortable with, you aren't developing any new skills, which hinders your improvement. Force yourself to do more challenging builds and edits. If you aren't sure exactly what to do, Raider has a really good video showing over 50 different piece control drills that you can incorporate into your free building. You could also just recreate scenarios that you always mess up in game to make sure you don't mess it up when it matters. As of right now, I run through Raider's mechanics map and free build for about 30 to 40 minutes a day. I don't spend too much time practicing my mechanics because I think they're at a good level and I should be spending the rest of my time focusing on something I'm not as good at. Speaking of things I'm not good at, the next category is aim. Aim is one of the most important skills to have in tournaments. Getting surge, winning fights, and getting refreshes late game is all dependent upon having good aim. Best ways to practice aim is KovaaKs, aim duels, or practice maps like Raider's Aim Trainer or Panville's Headshot map. KovaaKs has scenarios for all types of aiming and can help you improve your mouse control a lot. Right now I switch between 2 different routines. The first routine is made by retired Fortnite pro Saf. It's about 50 minutes long and helps to improve shotgun aim. The share code is up on the screen and in the description, as well as a video by Saf breaking down how to play the routine. The second routine is by aim coach and Fortnite player named Jab. It's about 30 minutes long and focuses on smoothness and tracking. The share code is on the screen and in the description, as well as a video by Jab explaining the routine, so be sure to check that out. To practice aim in game, I use Raider's aim duel map to work on my SMG tracking. If you don't have anyone to aim duel with, you can use the matchmaking feature of the map, or use Raider's aim training map, which has bots that simulate the same thing. I prefer to aim duel against someone because that actually gets you used to the movement of players. However, I do use Raider's aim training map to practice my AR aim on gliding and long distance spots. I personally prefer to do AR training in this map opposed to the aim duel map because you don't have to sit and glide for the other player before you could practice. And for shotgun aim, I use Panville's Headshot map, and if you haven't seen this map before, you can only kill your opponent if you hit a max damage shot on them. This has helped me stop flicking and take more time to hit my shotgun shots. These are all great maps and I recommend using any of them to improve your aim. The next category is fighting. Being a good fighter is important to performing well in tournaments, even if you don't have an aggressive playstyle. It still plays the biggest role in winning off spawn and getting mid-game refreshes. I covered the best ways to practice fighting with advice from pros in my 3rd video, so check that out if you want to hear what they have to say. With the current Cash Cup format, aside from your first game, you don't really need to keep too much mid-game. Unless you can end the fight quick, fighting mid-game in higher elo lobbies are pretty laggy and tends to drag out for long and attract third parties, leaving you and your opponent shambles. One map that I found to be good to improve fighting that wasn't included in my other video is Raider's realistic Boxfight map. It has in-game loot in a closed environment with different terrains. It's also quicker than other realistic maps because after someone dies, the whole map doesn't have to reset. I recommend this map against friends to improve your fighting mid-game. If you want to see a more general video on how to improve your fighting, be sure to check out my third video, the link will be in the description. I haven't been practicing my fighting much since the start of the new season, however when I do practice, it's been solo arena to get used to my drop, and the realistic Boxfight map to improve my mid-game fighting. Last but not least, we have game sense. The best way to practice this is by playing scrims and VOD reviewing. There are plenty of scrim discords running solo, duo, and trio scrims daily. Some of these discords include Kongarna scrims, Vital scrims, and Sense Stick scrims. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check them out for yourself. Kongarna scrims usually run every day starting from 4 PM but have zone rules and you can't fight until 4th zone. Vital scrims has daily ladders and a rank system for you to play against better players, and Sense Stick hosts morning scrims which are stacked with a lot of pros in the first lobby. After playing these scrims, you should be going back in the replays to see what was causing you to die and correct those mistakes, as well as watching pros to see what they do when they're in the same situation as you and see how they prevent that from happening. Right now I'm playing scrims every day, and my biggest problem is layering and getting refreshes. I started to do a better job getting refreshes, but I need to make sure I go to a good layer after I get them to avoid dying with loot. These are the best ways to prepare and practice for upcoming tournaments, and I'm going to be focusing on my aim and game sense the most leading up to tournaments, and I'll cover my progress next week. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe if you're new, I'd really appreciate it. If you want me to cover anything specific in the next video, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys again for 400 subscribers, and I'm going to continue to improve the videos for you the best way I can, and if you have any suggestions on what I should add, let me know in the comments. You can catch me live every day at twitch.tv/howifim, and follow me on Twitter for any updates on my stream or upcoming videos. Both links will be in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.